Abortion is a moral issue that is affecting the law in both foreign and domestic affairs. Since Donald Trump's election, he has planned to appoint a Supreme Court justice that will support anti-abortion initiatives. That decision was set in stone on Tuesday when Neil Gorsuch was chosen to fill the open chair. According to Laura Goodhue, the executive director of the Florida Alliance of Planned Parenthood, defunding in America puts women at risk for losing health care. Political activist Paige Armstrong agrees.
All rights to health care are being infringed upon because of the underlying theme that taxpayer dollars are going towards abortions, and they're not.
Armstrong was one of 500,000 marchers at the 2017 Women's March and says that women's rights are in danger now more than ever.
Roe versus Wade and the Supreme Court ruled that it's a human right for women to have access to safe and legal abortion, so obviously defunding it in any form, especially in the women's health care, I don't see a reason that you could justify taking away a woman's right to breast cancer screening or mammograms, anything like that, but abortion as well.
While legislation in America does prevent tax dollars to be spent on abortion, many pro-life supporters would like to see a complete defunding of organizations that offer them, like Planned Parenthood.
We believe that they're more alive than we are and where we hope to be. So that's why we ask for her intercession.
Religious beliefs are one of the factors that push Americans to rally to defund organizations that offer abortions, but there is more to it than that.
I think a lot of people forget that there needs to be a separation between religion and state, church and state, and that's created a lot of problems, especially in terms of infringing on women's rights, because for some reason there's this dichotomy of lawmakers who support women's rights, and then you have like your religious right who are anti-everything abortion, and as a result of that, women suffer in terms of just general health care.
Others believe the pain from abortion is more than enough reason to cut funding.
We suffer with the effects of our abortion. For many years I lived with much guilt and shame and suffered in silence.
At this time, no legislation has been made to determine whether or not defunding will occur, but advocates are fearful for the future.
Really is a pretty frightening time for women's rights, so I could see it happening here, but I think we're heading into a war on women's rights that's pretty unprecedented.
For Ancient City Stories, I'm Courtney Knudsen. Others, like Jill Martin, believe that the government needs to make more of a distinction
so
so that the allocation of funds isn't influenced by moral beliefs.